Hello, hello. Well, it's night. Good, it's night where I am. But before the day ends, I really wanted to jump on and talk a little bit about hair loss. So, my name is Linda Boyce. For those that don't know me, and I am a cosmetologist of 30 years and a trichologist for 10 years now. So, I do have some experience underneath my belt. Yes, I do. So, I wanted to talk about hair loss and it being the cause of it often is medical, right? Because hair loss or things happening with your hair is a symptom of a deeper problem, and that's what I really want to get across tonight. It is a symptom of a deeper problem, right? One of your body systems needs some support. So one of the hair loss that we typically see in our clinic is what is called CCCA, where there's a pattern in the top of the head. Um, the hair it goes away. There's thinning beginning in that area, and after a while, the part gets wider. The scalp is tender. Reports of burning, itching, extreme itching. So yeah, so if you are experiencing that, I want to talk to you about that because really, if you are experiencing that, it's not going to go away by ignoring it, right? And it can potentially scar. So CCCA is a scarring alopecia. There's so many different types of alopecia, but that is a scarring alopecia. That means that if we don't do something about it, if you don't go look about it, after a while, it will scar over. And once there's scarring, there's nothing will happen in that area because it's scarred over. So no matter how much oils you put on, those things that we do in hope of the hair growing back. So if that is you and you are experiencing any of those symptoms, tingling, burning, crawliness in that area, you have to see about it. All right. So once it scars again, that's why, waiting, hiding, hoping it will grow back. That's one of the most dangerous things that you can do because you have to take action early, catch it early. You get some scalp treatments. We look at the internal terrain because sometimes there's lots of inflammation going on in the body and it shows up on the scalp by way of those things that I just mentioned before. So I really want you to pay attention to those things showing up on your scalp because that is a symptom. What shows up on your scalp is a symptom of what might be happening in your body or some intolerances in your body, especially if you have those itchy, dry, flaky scalps, right? The body is saying, I don't know what to do with what you just put inside of me. And I'm going to expel it on your scalp. So I want you to keep that in mind. And also I want to address tonight sometimes the shame that happens because of hair loss and the silence behind the hair loss. But that makes the condition worse, right? And as Black women, we often carry the weight of, keeping it together and not looking like we are struggling and never let people see us weak. But inside, um, we're feeling defeated, we're feeling weak. Like, why did this happen to me? But I believe that through education, um, we can get ahead of those things and not suffer in silence and not do anything about it. So when we're going through those things, and I've seen women in the clinic, the first thing we want to cover it up, we want to hide it. We avoid mirrors. Some women say they avoid dating and being social. These are the things that really affect. These are real life situations, right? But while you're protecting your identity on the outside, you're losing yourself on the inside because there's that shame, that thing associated with hair loss. So I want to say to you um, that getting help is not weakness, it's actually regaining control. Because at the end of the day, you want to know why is your hair loss happening. It's just not happening just like, it's happening because something body system needs some support, and your health is at risk. That's the seriousness of it. Your health is at risk. And so the longer we don't go look about it to find out, number one, why is it happening, which body system needs support, it's going to get worse. So ignoring it, just it does not go away, right? So we don't need to continue guessing and buying product after product and saying that didn't work, that didn't work, that didn't work. Of course it's not going to work because it's not addressing the root cause of the problem. So if it's you just putting something topical here, for instance, if your hair loss is due to a lack of nutrition, you can't treat it from the outside. You have to treat it from the inside, right? So let's we have to look a deeper look, and ignoring it uh, is not your answer. We have to continue to choose products that support our scalp health, right? I know we like to do what we call protective styles, but in trichology world, we don't believe in protect. What are you protecting? Because God made your scalp with sebum to protect the scalp. So God gave us everything that we actually need, and put in all of those artificial greases and heavy oils and stuff on your scalp. You're just trapping dirt inside of there. You're trapping inflammation. You're trapping because nothing can penetrate. So your follicles are not breathing. So if it's not breathing, after a while, it's going to close down. And that's why you have thinning and all of that in that area. So what we're going to do about it, if your hair is thinning, if you're noticing like shorter strands only in certain areas, if your scalp burns or it's always tender, your follicles are asking for help. It's a cry for help. Let's call it what it is, a cry for help. And I don't want you to ignore it, because at the end of the day, um, most women that sit in my chair, no matter, because that's like I always say, we like options. We like to know that I can put a wig on and I could be somebody else, and that's fine. That is wonderful. But every woman wants to know that she has her hair, she's healthy underneath that. The day that you decide that I don't want to wear anything, that you still have a nice, healthy head of hair um, underneath whatever, right? So listen, ignoring it is not going to stop it. Hiding it is not going to stop it. Wanting it to stop is not going to stop it. So I want you to take matters into your own hands where your health is concerned and where your hair is concerned. And I'm always available for a free 15-minute consultation. And you can find me. It's on your screen, restoreherenow.com, and you can reach out there, or restoreherenow@gmail.com, restoreherenow@gmail.com. And I do conduct virtual consultations as well if you're not in my area. So, like I said, ignoring it won't stop it, hiding it won't stop it, and waiting definitely is a no-no. Okay, so I want you to take actions today. All right, ladies. All right, until next time, I will see you then. Linda Boyce, I am signing off. Have a good night.